If I had to rank the best control setups for a first-person shooter, this damn thing wouldn't even make the list. Now, for me, the best way to control a shooter is with something like the Wii Remote or PlayStation Move. That way you get the accuracy of a pointer with the maneuverability of an analog stick. Of course, if you're good at maneuvering with a keyboard, a simple mouse can't be beat. But you know what else would make my list? The Nintendo DS. Yeah, believe it. Hand cramps aside, it had a great setup for first-person shooters. It didn't have many first-person shooters. But this is one of the few, the proud, the shooters of the Nintendo DS. It's Call of Duty World at War. Just maybe ice your palms after playing. Now, on its own, World at War is just an inherently good handheld shooter, but the thing that really makes it stand out on the DS is the DS itself. Playing this game with touch just makes all the difference in the world. You can get your aim down to the pixel, and not only that, it's also faster than fumbling with dual thumbsticks. It's really an example of game design totally benefiting from hardware design, much to the dismay of these poor mofos. So the touchscreen changes a lot about Call of Duty. Some of it's for the better, like aiming with the stylus, but a lot of it's more subjective. One of the interesting things about World at War on the DS is that it doesn't just do touch aiming, it pushes touch throughout the experience, and not all of those ideas hit the target.
The ships are firing at us! Take them out, quick!
And if you want to see what I'm talking about, look no further than the touchscreen display. This is really where all the action takes place in terms of control. You have a big open area, which is used for aiming, but there's also buttons you can touch to do certain things. Reload by tapping your weapon, bring up your sights by tapping the icon. And that stuff works alright, despite forcing you to briefly look away, but dragging a panel to change weapons, not as alright. And going back to the subjective, World at War also throws in lots of little touch mini-games. You might have to defuse a bomb or use Morse code. And this stuff's actually kind of fun the first time around, but after repeating them, it feels more gimmicky than fun. But again, for better or worse, that stuff at least gives this multi-platform game its own distinct feel on the Nintendo DS. Now, the gameplay is pretty much what you'd expect, but given the hardware's limitations, it almost has a gallery shooter feel at times. Like, the bad guys aren't very mobile. They mostly just pop up, like cutouts. But it's still fun, and for what it's worth, the game's actually impressive on the DS. The environments are really big, and the graphics are surprisingly good given the platform. I realize it might not look all that great, and maybe I'm kind of gushing a bit, but I'm just so interested in the idea of improving game control. And not just changing it to be different, but actually making it better. A lot of the things about the DS and the Wii were just gimmicky changes, just to be different. But some really were improvements. On the Nintendo DS, World at War is certainly different to be different. But in some ways, it was also different to be better.